Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Mano 777, and we are back inside of Destiny here with the weekly reset video for Tuesday, July 19th, 2016. We're going to be covering all of the endgame content that you can get into this week. So if you find something in this video to be useful or something that you like or didn't know before, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated. We're going to be covering lots of new items as Rise of Iron comes into the fold here, and hopefully I can help you guys out with some new information and things like that. So with that, let's get to it. First of all, the Nightfall this week is going to be the Fallen Saber Strike. It's going to have Solar Burn, Juggler, Airborne, and Catapult. Because it has Solar Burn, Juggler, and Catapult, you want to make sure that you bring all of your Solar subclasses, your Sunbreaker, your Gunslinger, your Sunsinger, with the Juggler, with the Catapult, Solar Burn, and Airborne modifiers. You'll actually be able to do a lot of damage while jumping in the air, throwing grenades. And if you have your Hunter and you have Celestial Nighthawk, jumping in the air and then using Airborne and Solar Burn to your advantage, you can actually do a really nice shot with your golden gun using that. So that's a really nice thing to do. That would be something I'd recommend doing. Make sure you bring your Invectives, your Black Spindles, your Quillam's Terminus, anything with Solar Burn on it. Unfortunately, there's no primary that has Solar Burn on it, so you want to make sure you bring those weapons into the Nightfall. It should not be ridiculously hard. The only section that really poses a challenge is the area where you have to sit and wait for the satellite to be scanned, and that usually takes about a minute or two. You're being assaulted by enemies from all sides, so just make sure that you are jumping around and making sure that you don't stay on the ground at one period of time, because the more you jump in the air and fire at enemies, the more damage you're going to do over time. So that is the Nightfall this week. Let's take a look at the Challenge of Elders. The level 42 challenge arena features the melee kill bonus, Juggler, and Exposure, a little bit more challenging than it has been the last couple weeks. The bosses are Narusk, Servant of Oryx, the Taken Cabal. Round 2 is the Kexus the Betrayed. He is the Taken Fallen Captain. And then finally, round 3 is Psylocke the Defiled, which is the Taken Hive Boomer Knight. If you're looking for any Sterling treasure packages, you can find them here in the level 41 arena. You can also find them in the weekly Crucible. This week we have Zone Control, but this area is going to be replaced with Iron Banner. If you've got any questions about Iron Banner, you can click this area for the Iron Banner video that I've already made, where I talk about the roles and the things like that you should be looking for the weapons for this week. But if you want to find the competitive multiplayers for the week, you can go ahead and check here in the Crucible and find them. So here is Zone Control, and the other one we have this week is Mayhem Rumble. That will give you a Sterling treasure package one time this week, as well as legendary marks when you complete that. Today's daily competitive multiplayer is Rift, as well as the daily heroic story is Ascend a colony ship in the Cosmodrome in search of Cade's lost stash. This week's weekly Vanguard heroic strikes feature Brawler, Exposure, and Airborne. It's not as farmable as it has been the last couple of weeks because there's really no modifiers that help you out. However, you can get 3 sets of 10 legendary marks as well as legendary engrams if that's something you want to do. Let's go over and check the raid. This week we are going to feature the Golgoroth Challenge Mode. Basically what you have to do here is when you're doing the damage phase on Golgoroth, every person in your fire team has to take Golgoroth's gaze one time. You can use a one orb strat, but you just have to make sure that everyone grabs his gaze at one period of time. And you have to have a full fire team of 6 people to do this. You can't do it with 5 or 4 people, even if you might be able to damage that much, because for some reason there's a glitch that goes around with how you kill Golgoroth. So you need to make sure that there's 6 people in the fire team, and each person takes the gaze at one time. It will award you on hard mode up to 335 light gear. That will include the gauntlets, the chest armors, and the leg armors. If you do it on normal mode, you'll get up to 320 light gear, but in any case, you can get your calcified fragment and your emblem from doing the Golgoroth challenge this week. Let's go over and take a look at Patrol the Dreadnought. This week we have Kagor, the ogre wizard, as I like to call him. Basically, there's going to be a whole bunch of acolyte eyes that are going to spawn. You're going to knock them out, and then that is going to weaken the wizard a little bit. You want to take out the ogre, because once all of those enemies are down, there is a wizard, and that is Kagor, and you take him out as soon as you can once you've killed all those enemies, because that will weaken him. So make sure you do that for your calcified fragment. There's only a few weeks left where it's going to to be Kagor, so you want to make sure that you take him out, guys. So that is today's and this week's weekly reset video. Again, thank you so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you want to check out or game with me, you can check out my Twitch live streams. All that information is down in the description box below. Again, I've made an Iron Banner video for all the roles that you want to pick up. That information is down in the description box as well. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time in the universe of Destiny.